have a different understanding of what job readiness really means. So let's start this course by defining it. Job readiness means having the necessary knowledge, skills, and abilities to perform your job well to meet both your and your employer's needs. It involves a blend of hard skills and soft skills that collectively prepare an individual to enter and succeed in a workforce. Hard skills are specific teachable abilities or knowledge sets that are often quantifiable or acquired through education, training, or hands-on experience. This can include technical skills, language proficiencies, certifications, etc. Whereas soft skills are personal attributes and interpersonal abilities that influence how effectively an individual interacts with others and performs at a workplace. This can include communication skills, interpersonal skills, grooming, professionalism, and work ethic. Now that we have a basic idea about job readiness, let us start with our first topic, importance of communication at workplace. As humans, we are constantly communicating with each other through calls, sign language, text messages, at home, at a workplace, or in a social setting. Hence, it is imperative for our communication to be clear and effective to build trust, share ideas, and avoid misunderstandings or conflicts. Effective communication is not just about speaking, but also ensuring that your message is understood. Hence, every communication method involves a speaker who should convey their message clearly and concisely, and a listener who should pay attention and understand the message and respond appropriately. Both the speaker and listener should use a language that is appropriate for the situation and understandable to the audience. Good communication skills also helps you move up in your career and succeed professionally. It makes sure everyone understands each other, avoids confusion, and helps share information smoothly. Now that we have a brief idea about communication and its importance at workplace, let's start with the different ways of communication. This includes verbal communication, non-verbal communication, and written communication. Verbal communication is the use of words to share information with other people, often delivered and received face-to-face in person, over the phone, radio, computer, television, or through a video call. Verbal communication is a two-way process. There is always one or more listener and one or more speaker. For example, during a team meeting, as a speaker, one must explain the project clearly. The speaker needs to articulate the project's goal, steps, and expectations. And as a listener, one must provide thoughtful feedback and ask relevant questions. Now, here are some points that you should keep in mind whenever you are communicating professionally. First, clarity. Speak clearly and articulate your thoughts effectively. Avoid using jargons unless the audience is familiar with it. Second, tone. Use professional and respectful tone. Avoid sounding monotonous and make sure you vary your tone to maintain interest. Ensure that your tone matches the context of the conversation. Third, active listening. Pay attention to the speaker without interrupting. Show that you are listening through nodding or verbal acknowledgements like I see or I understand. Fourth, language. Use appropriate language and avoid the use of slangs or casual language in a professional setting. Tailor your language to suit the audience level of understanding. Next type of communication is non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication includes facial expressions, eye contact, hand movements, touch, and posture. Body language is the use of expressions and mannerisms or wordless signals to transfer information, often done instinctively rather than consciously. For example, during a job interview, maintaining a good eye contact, smiling genuinely, using appropriate hand gestures, and sitting up straight can leave a positive impression on the interviewer. Here are some points that you should keep in mind while communicating professionally. First, eye contact. It shows engagement and attentiveness. It will help you establish a connection with the person you are speaking to and indicates confidence and sincerity. Second, facial expression. Always ensure that your facial expressions match your verbal message. Smiling can convey friendliness and approachability. Third, gestures. Use hand movements to emphasize key points, but avoid overusing gestures to prevent distraction. Fourth, posture. Maintain an open and relaxed posture to appear approachable. Avoid crossing your arms as it can seem defensive, or stand straight to convey confidence and professionalism. Lastly, we move on to written communication. Written communication is all about communicating through written symbols like text, letters, reports, emails, or messages. Written communication is ideal for conveying detailed or technical information. In a professional space, written communication is essential for clear and effective workplace interaction. Always keep the following points in mind while drafting a mail or a letter. First, clarity and conciseness. Always make sure you write clearly and get straight to the point. Avoid unnecessary jargons or complex language. Second, proper grammar and punctuations. Use correct grammar, punctuations, and spellings by proofreading your document to avoid errors. Third, appropriate format and structure. Use a suitable format for the document type, for example, email or a report or a memo. Include headings, bullet points, paragraphs to organize your content. And make sure you stick to the main point and avoid all unnecessary details. Fourth, professional tone. Maintain a respectful and professional tone throughout. Avoid casual language or slang and be mindful of the cultural differences and sensitivities. Always remember, effective communication is not just about speaking, it's about connecting with the listener and getting your point across. Our facial expressions, body language, tone of voice, and choice of words together play a crucial role in how your message is interpreted. Choose your communication method based on your audience and purpose, as each method is important and often works together. Now that we've covered the topic of communication skills, let's apply these concepts to various scenarios you'll encounter in the workplace. Remember, effective communication is a continuous learning process and a vital part of your professional development journey. By continuously practicing and improving your communication skills, you'll enhance your ability to connect with others and convey your ideas effectively, making a significant difference in your professional and personal life. So, thank you for joining this session. In the next session, we'll move on to the topic of grooming.